All right, welcome back everyone. Today we're diving into a project that has been on my list for a while, but quickly moved to the top of that list. I need a way to mount a winch to my trailer, okay? So, a couple things I'm gonna do. Or cut some stuff, and grind some stuff, or weld some stuff. So my thought process, more or less have something here. It's actually gonna be down here, but come all the way back. I'm gonna have a bar that comes across here with another bar coming down for added support. It should work. So I moved the trailer, or I pulled the truck in with the trailer like this so I can get the welder to it. Even then, I don't know if my 220 is gonna work all the way there, but I should be able to make it work. So even if I have to go to 110, crank it up, spot weld it or something. So I have this angle iron, so I'm probably gonna go like this, but cut it so it's underneath, sand it, tack it. I'm gonna go ahead and get a marker, start marking stuff. When you figure out where we're cutting here, and this is gonna be raised a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and clean off these stickers, because the last thing I need to do is I guess melt the whole thing, right? Alright, so I'm not sure how well everyone can see this, but we'll mark it right there. Also, I need to find the center point of this. So 36 and a half. 18 and a quarter. All right, we're gonna cut this out. Yeah, we're gonna cut this part out, and this is where this will slide through. All right, this is what I'm thinking. So I have another plate. Bring this out. So this can rest here. Okay. I'll clean this up a little bit. Maybe slide this back just a hair more. And then I'll have a bar come from here to cut to this bar. Yeah. So I've tested out. I welded this plate. The weld is junk. I mean, it is. I think I had too much gas going on at one time, and it's just, it didn't quite work out the way I needed it to. Oh. But look at that. That's what we're talking about. So I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, okay. I'm going to finish this one up. Get this. I mean, it's on there now. So I think, so I have some penetration on the bottom, but I feel like I could have done a better job. I need to weld this whole thing up and then paint it, let it dry, because tomorrow I need to put it onto here. I think tomorrow I'm gonna figure out a way to get my trailer all the way in the garage, so I'm using 220 because I don't really want this to break while I'm trying to pull a car up. Right. The other thing is, I think I have, yeah, I think I'm gonna pull the battery from that truck so I can use my winch. But I think now's about the time for me to clean up for the night. No, excuse me. So now I'm gonna, or at least finish welding this together, and then I will basically let it cool overnight, and tomorrow, first thing, probably tomorrow morning before I go to work, I will paint it, and then yeah, that should work. That should work. I might be able to back this up. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna put my truck in the dang garage. I don't know if my truck's ever been in the garage, like overnight. No, I'll just back up all the way. And yeah. All right, so this is the winch I bought. It's the Badlands 12,000 pound from Harbor Freight, and I bought the winch cradle and the wireless remote. So should be all we need. I'm going to pull the truck forward with the trailer. I'm going to start welding that stuff up. I picked up an extension cord so we can do this with 220 out there. All right, I'm gonna do a few tacks and make sure it all is lined up, and then we'll lock this thing in. Yeah, I'll go ahead and slap this together and then we'll open up the winch. All right, so what we have, this is what I welded on. The adapter, cradle with the winch. So you just match the wiring to the colors on the winch. So yellow, yellow, red, red, blue to blue. This is your positive, goes to the battery. And then under here is your ground to the battery. So if you were permanently mounting this in a vehicle or even on your trailer, there is a disconnect switch. I can show it, but you would have that in between here, so you're not drawing all the power. Since I will only be using this, at least today, in a temporary situation, today and tomorrow, I didn't bother wiring that in. Also, this just cleans up a little bit better. And then when I'm done, take that off. Take that off. Put this in the truck. Take that. Put this in the cab. And I'm good to go. So now I'm gonna back up and attempt to load a car in the dark, because, well, you know, life, timing, basically there's no minute like the last minute, and just sort of how things usually work for me. Whew. All right, it's on here. And now I'll strap it down and yeah. So that's where we'll end this video. I I love being a surprise, a little cliffhanger to what we're picking up. But I am trading the rabbit for what we're getting. So I appreciate everyone following along. Glad the winch setup is working, right? Hey, we got to test out a new skill. And like I've always said, there's always a solution.